Good evening. Please join us for the English news program on the Nam Provincial Essential Television Channel. Dear viewers, on April 16, Prime Minister Phạm Minh met with Mr. Tim Cook, CEO of Apple Corporation. The Prime Minister highly appreciated and thanked Apple for expanding its production and business in Vietnam, creating more than 200,000 jobs for people. He also emphasized that Vietnam is developing three strategic breakthroughs in institution, infrastructure, and human resource training to create a favorable investment environment for businesses. It is coming time to contribute to concretizing the comprehensive strategic partnership between Vietnam and the United States and a good political relation between the two countries. Prime Minister Phạm Minh proposed that Apple continue to support Vietnam in perfecting its institution, developing green growth, green manufacturing, renewable energy, wind power, solar power, support the training of high-quality human resources, identify Vietnam as a base to participate in the global supply chain and production chain, diversify markets, and etc. The Prime Minister said that the government will establish a working group to support Apple to develop more effectively in Vietnam. Apple CEO Tim Cook highly appreciated the Prime Minister's sharing about Vietnam's development orientations and goals, and expressed his desire to further promote high-quality cooperation and investment activities in Vietnam. According to Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City real estate market spotlight report, in the first quarter of 2024 has just been announced. Rental prices for retail real estate in both Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City have maintained an upward trend due to limited new supply since 2020. In Hanoi, the rental price for ground floor space in the central area is $163.2 USD per square meter per month, up 13.4% from the previous year. The vacancy rate in the central area has decreased to 1.7%, down 3.1 percentage points from the same period last year. In Ho Chi Minh City, the average rental price in the central area is approaching 240 USD per square meter per month, up slightly 1.8% from the previous year. Meanwhile, both Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City saw good rental price growth in non-central areas. The non-central rental price in Hanoi reached 30.6 USD per square meter per month, up 13.9% from the previous year. In Ho Chi Minh City, the rental price in the same area increased sharply to 53.3 USD per square meter per month, equivalent to an increase of 23.7% compared to the same period in 2023 due to a number of tenant restructuring centers. The average occupancy rate for whole markets in Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City reached 89% and 90% respectively, up slightly year on year. According to the Ministry of Finance report, the bond market transaction scale in March reached 10,900 billion dong, up over 16% from the previous month. The average bond market transaction scale in the first 3 months of this year reached 9,800 billion dong, up nearly 50% compared to 2023. By March 22, 20 enterprises had issued bonds worth 16,100 billion dong, down 36% from the same period in 2023. The Center for Culture, Information and Sport of the Nguyen District, in collaboration with District Education Training Department, will organize the opening of the 3rd Vietnam Book and Reading Culture Day 2024. With the theme Good Books Need Readers, the Vietnam Book and Reading Culture Festival in the Nguyen District has displayed and introduced 1,380 books of favorite genres such as history, science and technology, children's books, reference books, and etc. Through the festival is aimed to arouse and develop the movement of reading books toward building a learning individual and family, creating a beautiful feature in social life. At the same time, affirm the role and importance of books on the value of books culture, thereby raising the responsibility of all levels, sectors, functional agencies, social organizations, and the awareness of each person about the great significance of reading books to improve knowledge, skills, develop thinking, education, and training of Vietnamese human personality. After the opening ceremony, there was a program named Contribute a Small Book, Read 1,000 of Good Books, by students of Nguyen Secondary School, aiming to share and promote the promotion of good and valuable books to readers. The American magazine Foreign Affairs had just published an article assessing the failure of Russia and Ukraine to negotiate in 2022. According to the article, the main reason for the failure is mainly due to the fact that the West did not want to participate in the negotiation process and take on obligations related to Ukraine. The article was written by two experts, Samuel Chigraf of the RNAD Analysis Center and Professor Sergei Rajanko at the Johns Hopkins School of Advanced International Studies, USA. The two authors explained that they analyzed the draft agreements reached between Russia and Ukraine in 2022, some of which have never been made public. The author interviewed a number of participants in the negotiations as well as officials working in key Western governments at the time. The article says, the final agreement was not feasible for several reasons. The biggest reason is that the West did not want to participate in negotiations, mainly because it did not want to shoulder obligation related to Ukraine. The author noted that instead of accepting the Istanbul Agreement and the subsequent diplomatic process, the West increased military support for Ukraine and increased pressures on Russia, including increasingly tough sanctions. Israeli Foreign Minister Israel Katz said on April 16th the country had launched a diplomatic offensive against Iran. As part of this offensive, Israel is calling on 22 countries to impose sanctions on Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps (RRGC) and its missile program. In a post on social media X, Katz called on the international community to impose sanctions on Iran missile project and the IRGC in order to curb and weaken Tehran's military capacities. Katz's statement said, I've sent letters to 32 countries and spoken with dozens of foreign ministers as well as top figures around the world, calling for sanctions on Iran missile project and declaring the IRGC a terrorist organization. However, the Israeli foreign minister did not specify which countries he had asked to impose sanctions on Iran. On the night of April 13th, Iran used more than 300 drones, cruise missiles, and ballistic missiles to attack Israel in retaliation for Israeli airstrike on last April 1st on the Iranian consulate in the Syrian capital Damascus.